Hey newbies, Neeraja Anand here. Welcome back to our channel. Today in this video, I'm going to teach you a few quantitative questions which was appeared in ACF 2006. While solving the question, I'll mention the topic names, okay, so that you can concentrate more on those topics. Am I clear? Yes. We'll start with the first question. Question is, a horse runs at the speed of 22.5 km per hour and covers the distance 4.05 kilometers. The time taken by horse is, time formula is distance by speed. Very simple question. So distance is given as 4.05 kilometers and speed is given as 22.5 kilometer per hour. Okay. Even though this is very easy question, what you will do is, since decimal values are given, you take time. Try to improve your calculation speed. Remember, one question, 1 minute. That's it. Okay. See how I solve this question is, first I'll remove this point. Okay. So in order to remove this point, see, after point two numbers are there. So I'll take 100 here. Okay. Then here after point one number is there. So I'll take 10 here. I'll cancel the zeros. 10 is left out here. Just multiply 10 to denominator. Am I clear? Now 405 divided by 225 into 10. Super. Now we'll divide this by 5. This is 8s are 1s are and 4s are 5s are. Easy number. I can divide this by 9 now. So 9s are and this one is 5s are. Okay. Now 9 divided by 5 into 10. So this one 1.8. 1s are 0.8s are. Okay. Now divided by 10 means 0.18. Am I clear? And newbies, what you have to check here is, see, whatever the timing we got here, it's in hours, because the distance is in kilometer and speed is in kilometer per hour. That's why you will get the time in hours. But in the options, see, minutes are given. So what you have to do? You have to change this to minutes. So how we can convert hours to minutes? Into 60. So 18 6 are 108. I'll bring this 0 down here. Then after point two numbers are there, just place point here. So the final value is 10.8 minutes. Okay newbies, observe here. Whatever the answer we got, we can get that in more easier way. Okay. See, while solving T, this was our final step. Correct. After this, we convert this to decimal. Then we multiplied 60 to the decimal value to convert hours to minutes. Correct. Then going in that way, you can directly multiply 60 here. Am I clear? See, 0 0 will get cancelled. 54 divided by 5. Okay, since you have multiplied 60 here, this hour value got converted into minutes. Okay, now 54 divided by 5 is 10.8 minutes. Simple. What's the answer now? Option A is the answer. I hope you got the difference. Take my suggestion, okay, then every time going with the normal way, try to solve with a different way. Don't take decimal values directly, okay? Next question is, a train traveling at a speed, constant speed, covers a distance of 320 km in 6 hours 40 minutes. Distance covered by the train in 1 hour 15 minutes is. Newbies, this comes under proportionality, okay? Think of this, distance and time. Are these two are directly proportional or inversely proportional? These two are directly proportional. Okay. If directly proportional comes, then you have to take like this. D1 divided by T1 is equal to D2 divided by T2. Okay. Or else D1 by D2 is equal to T1 by T2. If it is inversely proportional, like speed and time, these are inversely proportional, correct? Speed 1 divided by speed 2 is equal to T2 divided by T1. This is for inversely proportional and this is for directly proportional. If not this, see, I can take this train speed same first time and the second time, both the times train speed is same. Okay, now speed is equal to distance by time, and this side speed is equal to distance by time. See, we'll get the same equation. Okay, now first distance is 320. T1 value I'll take here, that is 6 hours and 40 minutes. Okay, there are two ways to convert this to completely hours. First way is just convert this minute to hours, that is 640 divided by 60. This is 22 za and 23 za. What we'll get? 6, 2 by 3. So this is 18, 18 plus 2, 20, 20 by 3 hours. Correct. Now, second way is, see, than converting this to hours, let's convert this to minutes. That is 6 hours is equal to how many minutes? Into 60. That is 360 minutes. Okay. 360 plus 40, 400 minutes. Convert this to hours. How you will convert it? Divide by 60. Am I clear? Then this is 20 za and this one is 23 za. We got the same answer. Okay, this simple you can convert. Now I'll replace T1 with 20 by 3. Okay, then second distance is the question. I'll take it as X. Now T2 is 1 hour 15 minutes. 15 minutes means 1 by 4 hours. Correct. 30 minutes means 1 by 2 hours. 45 minutes means 3 by 4 hours. Okay, so T2 is 1 by 4. I can take this as 5 by 4. So I'll replace this T2 value with 5 by 4. Yeah. Now calculate it. Just find the X, you will get the answer. Am I clear? See, if you're weak in calculation, just take your time as of now. Okay. See, 320 and this value will become 3 by 20. Yes. Then X into 4 by 5. Okay, now this is 5 1s are 5 4s are and 4 1s are 80s are 1s are 20s are. Yeah, the next should be this 20 into 3, that is 60 kilometer. 60 kilometer is the second distance. Am I clear with the question? See, here we learnt directly proportional and inversely proportional. Correct? Here we have used directly proportional concept. D1 divided by T1 is equal to D2 divided by T2. Okay? Yes. Newbies, will solve the next question now. This question is from percentage topic. Okay? Question is, the net income of a businessman after paying income tax at the rate of 5% is 2,09,000. Then his gross income is, after paying 5%, is left with 2,09,000. Okay, what is his total income? That is the question. See, he has paid 5% for the tax. Then this value represents 95% of his total income. Am I clear? So 95% of his total is 2,09,000. Then what is the total value? Very simple question. What do you have to do? 95% means 95 divided by 100 of means into X is equal to 2,09,000. Correct? Then simplify this now. Solve for X. X is equal to 2,09,000 into 100 divided by 95. This is divisible by 19. So 19 5s are, and this one is 19 1s are 1s are. 19 1s are 19, and here you will get 1 as carryover. That will become 19. That's why I've taken it as 1s are. 3 zeros. Then we'll come to this 5 1s are 5 20s are. Correct. Then the value is 2 to 4 zeros. Then his gross income is 2,20,000. Am I clear? Simple. So you have to take 2,20,000. Option D is the answer. Next question is from profit and loss. Question is, a merchant bought 222 kgs of vegetables for rupees 2,400 including tax and spent 100 rupees for the transportation. 22 kgs of them were spoiled. He sold the remaining at rupees 15 per kg. Then they're asking you to find the percentage gain or loss. Okay, first we'll check merchant investment, that means cost price. See, for cost price, you have to consider that vegetable price as well as the transportation expense. That is 100 rupees for transportation. So its total investment, that means total cost price is 2500 rupees. Okay, next 22 kgs of them were spoiled. Then he is left with only 200 kgs of vegetables. What he is doing is selling this for 15 per kg. So he is left with 200 kg. Then total selling price is selling price 200 kgs. Each kg is for 15 rupees. 3000 rupees is the final selling price. Am I clear? See, obviously this is profit. No, he has invested 2500 and he is getting 3000. Obviously it is profit. Now they're asking for profit percentage. Profit percentage is profit divided by cost price into 100. So profit is 500 rupees. Correct? Difference between cost price and selling price is the profit. So profit is 500 rupees and the cost price is 2500 into 100. What you will get? 20% profit. Now you have to take option A, 20% profit. Simple. Another question from profit and loss topic. A printer is sold at the profit of 12.5% for rupees 4500. That means selling price is given as 4500 and profit percentage is given as 12.5%. Before continuing this, see, I'll teach you one technique. 25% means 25 divided by 100. So fraction value is 1 by 4. Correct? No? Yes. 25% profit means 125%. Agree? 100 plus 25. This is 125 divided by 100. I can take this as 5 by 4. 25% loss. 100 minus 25. That is 75 divided by 100. Yes, we'll take it as 75%, which is 75 divided by 100. What is the fraction value? 3 by 4. Am I clear? See, then going with this method, what you can do is 25% is 1 by 4. Okay. Profit means add these two. See, 5 divided by 4. That is the profit value of 25%. Then if it is loss, subtract these two. See, 3. 3 by 4. This is for the loss and this is for the profit. Am I clear? Similarly for this 12.5, that is 12.5%, 12.5%, fraction value is 1 by 8. You should learn this fraction values. Okay. Now it is given as profit 12.5%, that is 12.5% profit. For this, what is the fraction value? 9 by 8. Add these two, 9 divided by 8. For the loss percentage, minus, that is 8 minus 1 is 7 by 8. Am I clear? So I can directly write this as 9 by 8. Simple. Now use this formula. Profit percentage of CP is equal to SP. Profit percentage of cost price is equal to selling price. Profit percentage is 9 by 8. Of means into. Cost price we don't know. We know selling price. Replace it. 4500. Just simplify this, you will get the answer. CP is equal to 4500 into 8 by 9. This is 9 ones are, 9 500s are. Then what is the cost price? 4000 rupees. So the answer is option B, 4000. I hope this technique is clear. Newbies will continue. Next question is, a TV is sold in 4 installments. each successive installments is 1.5 times the preceding installments. Okay, if the second installment is 3,000, then the cost of the TV is, simple question. See, we'll go with the installments, that is first installment, and I'll take second installment here, third and fourth. Okay, second installment value is given, that is 3,000. If second installment is 3,000, third installment should be 1.5 times the preceding one. Third installment should be 3,000 into 1.5. 3,000 into 1.5, which is 4,500. Am I clear? Then fourth installment should be 4,500 into 1.5, which is 6,750 rupees. Am I clear? Now we'll come to first installment. I'll take this as X. Okay. How we can find first installment is, second installment, that is 3,000, is 1.5 times the first installment. Am I clear? Then what is the X value? X value is 3,000 divided by 1.5. Very simple. Okay. Now this value is 2,000. 3,000 divided by 1.5 is 2,000. So you can say first installment is 2,000. Second installment 3,000. Third installment 4,500. Final installment 6,750. Then in order to find cost of the TV, just you have to add these values. Am I clear? Very simple. Answer is 16,250 rupees. Okay, so you have to take option B.